very important symbol in Kejawen is the gunungan. Gunungan actually means mountain, and it stands for the holy mountains Meru or Meru, the mountain Kailash in Himalaya. The mountain is very holy, not only for Kejawen, also for Buddhism, Hinduism, and of course some local beliefs. It has said to be the oldest pyramid in the world. But it's not only representation of the Mount Meru. It also contains the tree of life, as you can see. At the bottom of the tree, growing up to the sky, and on top, there are the spirits and the gods. That's nirvana. Well, if you believe in reincarnation, it means actually that your soul, your energy, will stay. And hopefully you come back in a higher form, depending from your karma. And if your karma is bad, you will be coming in a lower form. You can also see there is a port, some kind of entrance. If you look closely, you can see that these are the dvaparas, the guardians, mostly guardians of a temple, guardians of a door. If you enter this door, you will get on the little piece of water behind. Left and the right are the makala. That's a mythical animal, let's call it so. And you've got the tiger and the bull, with in the middle a kala head. That's a kala head for protection. If you believe in reincarnation, it means actually that the soul of an animal, of an object, is equal to a human soul or energy. But it also means that you believe that there is some kind of energy in stones, in akar, bahar, or the rings of stones, plants, etc. Well, is it belief? Is it true? For me it is. Now comes something interesting, I hope. Because how do you make a relationship with a keris? First of all, the keris needs to have a soul. And when a keris has a soul, it means actually that you can get in contact with it, with its soul. Now, what do you do if you want to increase the relationship with the soul? It's actually simple. You give attention to the keris. You give her nice things, not only incense, but also some food. I prefer food that contains a lot of energy, like fruit, or that smells good, like Indonesian food. And actually it's the same as with humans. If you want to increase a relationship with a human, you also spend time, give attention to the spirit of the keris. Okay, for so far about reincarnation. And the energy of the keris. Let's say that you want to buy a horse. If you buy a horse and you go on the cheap e-buy sites, you can buy horses over there, and that's no problem. But if you want a horse for racing, then it's something different. It's very important who's the father, who's the mother. So what's actually the tree where the horse comes from, and that depends on the quality of the horse. The keris, it's the same. If you just want a keris, You can buy on eBay, Marktplaats, or wherever you want to buy a keris, it's no problem. But if you like to have a keris with special qualities, then it's good to know that the keris is not neglected. Let's say you buy a horse, let's say you buy a dog. If the dog has been neglected, it could be that the dog attacks you. It's as simple as that. So that means actually, if you want to have a good dog, it's important who is the father, who's the dog, who's the mother. Did he ever bite owners? Has he been treated well, in balance? Isn't it a mean dog that he starts biting? And what's the quality? And a good owner can tell you exactly what the qualities of a dog is. A keris also has an energy, so it's no difference. It's no difference at all. If you got a good and reliable keris, and I prefer to have kerises from my family, from people who come from the same actually area, East Java in Indonesia. And if I got kerises from there and I know who was the owner, then it's no problem. Most of the times, kerises who are neglected are just like humans or animals who are being neglected. They give problems. And it can be solved, absolutely. But why go for the problems if you can have a keris without any problem? This is the East Javanese keris. East Java, very nicely done with silver work here, and silver on the side, and a nice mandat out of silver. The keris is very old, Majapahit, end of Majapahit. And you can recognize them because they have a fairly small passy. I'm going to show you this keris, and I hope you like it. Very, very, very old keris. What you see with very old kerises, most of the time they don't have clear palmer because it has been washed for centuries and centuries. And what happens is that the top layer actually washes off of the keris. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The dapur is actually called sempang, 9 look. And that little point that is going forwards is something typical from Majapahit era. Now I have to say that kerises from Majapahit are, in my experience, the most powerful kerises there are. They are strong, they've got an energy, they're made by impus who really knew their thing. I know that the most beautiful kerises are made, let's say 100 to 300 years ago. That are the most beautiful keris. But if you talk about the energy of the keris, then my personal opinion is this, that the kerises from Majapahit are coming from another planet. And they do. The kerises do come from another planet. Because a lot of old keris, especially from Majapahit, are made out of metal that came falling out of the sky. And of course, when you think and you see the meteorites fall down to Earth, it is not coming from Earth. But what the impus from Majapahit did is really something special. Okay, thank you for listening, and I hope that you like my post about how to treat the energy of the keris.